Now, from Into Tomorrow, this is an ITTV special report.
What happens when you mix augmented reality with a 10-foot sphere that you are inside of, walking around, running around, enjoying yourself, really getting into the game in every sense of the word? Make sure that you see this week's ITTV highlight video from GDC, because you will be blown away seeing Rob and Daniel on our team using this sphere and having a heck of a time playing some cool games. President of 360 Virtual Ventures is Steve Isbell. Steve, welcome into Tomorrow. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Dave. Thank you. You
guys have, I think, hands down, the most interesting single exhibit, of course, other than here where we're broadcasting from Intel. I got to get that in. But it's got a lot of attention, a lot of people standing in line. Everybody wants to climb into the sphere. This is a 10-foot sphere, plastic, right? Big, heavy-duty plastic, yes. APS plastic, on a bed of wheels, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yes, it is.
And you're literally walking around and running around inside it 360 degrees, immersing yourself into a video game.
Exactly. What we have is the world's only wireless locomotion simulator.
Locomotion simulator, and of course wireless, because otherwise you can't be tethered if you're running around inside. I'm sure that you've heard it before, like a hamster in a cage.
Oh, of course. Many times.
Because that was my first thought when I saw our guys climbing in and enjoying themselves and having a blast, literally.
Yeah, everybody has a great time in the sphere.
And it's of course you're in there shooting aliens and fighting a battle and so forth.
You're saving the world.
It's saving the world, no doubt. This is new. Is it something that is going to be available for the public? Is it something that you're looking to put at attractions so folks can get involved? Or?
Well, something exciting we do have coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll be premiering with a two-sphere setup at the Excalibur Casino in Las Vegas.
Really? Okay. We've stayed there over the years, and that'll be kind of cool. So folks can really experience this kind of thing other than at a professional gaming event like this one.
Of course.
Ah, very cool. And how long have you been doing this?
Well, we've actually had the sphere. We do the distribution for it. We've had it for about 4 months.
And Virtusphere, as in virtual sphere, I guess, is
exactly
what you call this thing.
Yes.
And tell me about the expense involved and how you put this together.
Well, it takes about 3 hours to put the sphere itself together. As far as the expense, we do have a commercial package that can be bought with the POS system and the whole sphere setup ready to go for $55,000.
$55,000. So
yes.
Be the first on your block to have a Virtusphere in your backyard. You want to keep it indoors, though, I guess, so it stays in good working order.
You want to keep it indoors.
Yes. Now, does it only play one game, this one game, saving the world and fighting aliens? Or?
Well, we have the one first-person shooter game right now. We do have an application for a walkthrough of a Russian village, which is really nice. It's good for the ladies when they want to get in there.
Yeah.
When they don't want to shoot up aliens.
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons why we're here at the GDC, to link up with some of the major game distributors and hopefully get one of their games applications in the sphere.
I've heard people here at GDC referring to your sphere as kind of like a hamster ball on crack, as another thing that people are saying. I mean, the good news is you're creating quite a buzz, and everybody says you got to go check it out. That's why I'm saying be sure and see that video as well in our highlight video this week, and you'll see what we're talking about. But it is kind of cool. You open a little door that you sort of crawl into. You don't even have to crawl. You step into it, and then they hand you the headset, and we're showing that too as well on this week's video right here. Angela will cut to it, and we're looking at this very cool handset, a pair of eye glasses, if you will, Video Pro 3D, and then it's all wired. You can see a very cool antenna on the device for, no doubt, the receiving device, so you're seeing the actual video.
Exactly.
And dealing with fighting these aliens. And then a wireless gun as well.
Of course.
And then your friends can watch everything that's going on the big flat screen that's attached to this, I guess,
they
device.
can see everything that's happening in the sphere.
Yeah, that you're experiencing and living in.
Exactly.
And that, I mean, it is kind of cool. How many of these exist at this point, do you know?
Well, we actually have our hands on 4 of them right now, and of course 2 of them are going in Excalibur, and we'll also be premiering at the Stratosphere too here in about 60 days.
Okay, so right now it's just limited to Vegas, but I'm sure expanding as more and more people get the big picture.
Exactly. We're looking for a major sponsor to put their logos all on the spheres, and we'd like to put them in 100 of the top malls across the nation.
That would be neat. And all you need to do is do little rope stanchions around it because the whole thing does move.
Of course.
But what an attraction that is. Meantime, just throw the Into Tomorrow logo up all over it. We'll help you promote it. What do you say?
We can do that.
I'll bet. But this is cool. Again, when you see our video, you'll see what we're talking about. They kind of then close you up in it, and then you start walking and or running and or just, enjoying yourself, saving the world, as you said.
You are exactly right.
What are the reaction you get from most people when they get out of the sphere?
I tell you, they're just amazed, a little disoriented at first, but you're totally immersed into a virtual reality world, so that's to be expected. Yeah,
Rob brought one of our big, expensive cameras in it with him, and the first thing I thought it was about to do was fall over, and I said, "Don't drop the camera."
Yeah, we were keeping an eye on Rob and the camera.
Yes, and it worked out well, where you could see him walking in this sphere, and how it was very cool, and you're not going to hurt yourself. I mean, you're not moving so quickly, and you're controlling the movement too, right? You're walking or running.
It is human powered.
Yeah.
So you can walk, run within the virtual environment. You're inside the video game.
Gotcha. So, or bring your hamster with you and let it help you. Whatever. It's that kind of a thing. You got to see it to believe it, and it is very cool by all means. So take full advantage of it. The headgear, the wireless gun, the Virtusphere, and you want more information? Here's their website. Visit 360, the numbers, 360 virtualventures.com for more information. You'll see what Steve and his team are up to, but you got to check out our video and Daniel and Rob surviving the Virtusphere. Steve, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Keep having fun and helping others to do the same.
Okay, great. I appreciate you having me on, Dave.
Our pleasure. Back with more from the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Media Network.